One of my favorite winter comfort foods is creamed spinach. Typically, creamed spinach is laden with cream cheese and sour cream and regular shredded cheese, so it was not something that I could enjoy for a very long time. I'm Danielle Walker from Against All Grain, and I'm going to show you how to make my super simple, dairy and gluten-free creamed spinach from my brand new cookbook, Celebrations. We are starting with a lot of spinach. If you've never cooked with fresh spinach before, you'll be amazed at just how much it's reduced to after it cooks. If you need to, work in batches. If you have a smaller pot, no problem. And so all we want to do is just cook the spinach till it's bright green but wilted. While that cooks, I'm just going to dice up my onion and my garlic. And I love garlic. I'm an Italian girl after all, so we're using 4 big cloves here. Mince these cloves. I love the nuttiness that garlic brings to this dish. The spinach looks good to go. So I have a very large colander in my sink. We'll just leave that in the sink for a moment or two. But after we drain this, we're just going to want to push some of that extra liquid out of there. We'll turn our burner to about medium heat. And my favorite fat to cook with is ghee. It has the milk solids removed from it, so it gives you this just wonderful buttery rich flavor, but without the lactose and caseins. And we'll add our onions and garlic. Great. So while that cooks, I'm going to get started on my sauce. Raw whole cashews that I've soaked in boiling water for about an hour. Drain off the soaking water. Soaking cashews not only helps make them softer and easier to blend, but soaking any nut actually helps make them more digestible as well. Add some fresh water to help make our sauce. A little bit of sea salt. A little bit of apple cider vinegar. So I add this to my dairy-free sauces to help give it just that little bit of a zing. And then a squeeze of fresh lemon. Just a little bit of freshly grated nutmeg. Gives it a little bit of a peppery, a little bit of a nutty flavor to that sauce. It's also that smell and that flavor that you're probably used to having when you eat Alfredo sauce. And whiz this right up. So if you don't already have a high-speed blender, might I suggest adding it to your Christmas list? If you just have a regular blender though, you can still make this sauce. You just may have to blend it a little extra long and you may have to stop and scrape down the sides. You just want it to be this wonderful, thick and creamy cashew sauce. So I'm just applying some pressure to the spinach. You just want to get all of that extra water out of there. Bring this over here. You can see we started off with 3 huge containers of fresh spinach, and it's whittled down to just a few cups. And just because this is a little bit condensed from me pushing on it so much, and the leaves were a little bit bigger in this batch, I'm just gonna run my knife through it, kind of break it up a little bit, make it a little bit easier to stir, also a little bit easier to eat. So my favorite thing about creamed spinach is that you really can eat it anytime. Somebody the other day posted a photo. They made some gluten-free fried chicken and my cornbread, which I think could be such a great summer barbecue meal. All right, and then we're just going to add in that luscious dairy-free cream sauce. And as the sauce starts to simmer, it'll really thicken up a lot too. Without the use of flour and butter or roux, which a lot of these type of creamy dishes start with to help the sauce get thicker, we don't need that. The cook in me always tastes before I serve. Oh, this might need a little extra nutmeg, a little extra salt. Oh my goodness. You could serve this at your holiday table, and I promise you, your dairy eating guests will leave feeling satisfied and super happy and not missing a thing. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also hit the red subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. Leave a comment below, let me know what you've liked so far. Let me know if there's any suggestions on recipes you'd like to see me do next. I hope that this can grace your Christmas tables this holiday season. Merry Christmas!